Hello, everyone. Welcome to one more episode of Talking Times. Before I forget, we are on Spotify right now. This episode is going to be there tomorrow, and I asked them to put the link in the chat. Today, I have Mariana Aguiar here. We're going to talk about law and Schopenhauer, but be here with us. We're going to have an amazing conversation. You guys are going to love her right after our podcast intro. Anna, how are you?
Hello, hi. I'm good, and you?
Oh, you have a fan already. Isabella said, "Woohoo, Mari, teacher is here for you."
Oh,
Mari, before we start, don't worry. You can call me Mike or you can call me teacher. Okay,
okay,
it is not a
okay.
problem. Or like my nickname in the school, if you call me dog, it's not a problem too. All right, dog. No, 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 no.
No,
So
never. I'm never
it's
going to do that
because
with you, teacher. Teacher,
okay.
oh my God, I already started.
It's because my nickname when I was at school was dog because Mike sounds like a dog's name. But Mariana, before we start, please introduce yourself to our listeners and viewers here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mariana. I am a current student here at Times Idiomas. I also have a bachelor degree in law, which I hate. Uh, which I hate. I'm very excited, very honored to be here, and I hope that we can have a very nice conversation. I hope to help everyone that is watching and listening. And that's it.
No, yes. And I love the introduction because we kind of did like a clickbait, people like, oh, they're gonna talk about law. And then you start saying, I have a
Yeah.
degree in law, which I hate. But before we go there, can you let's start with that because it is linked to the topic we're gonna cover today. How did you
Okay.
end up in the law course and how was the experience for you, Mariana?
Okay. Um, my family didn't have the money to
Mm-hmm.
pay for college, so I have this relative. This person in my family was my uncle. That he was really, he always loved everyone. And he said to me, okay, we don't have the money, your parents don't have the money for pay your college, but I have. But the only course that I'm going to pay is law. Do you want to do? And my thing, the thing in my brain was, okay, I'm going to do. I hate it, but I'm going to do. That's why I ended having a bachelorette. Oh my God. I have a bachelor's degree in law. And the experience was not really good because it was something that I never wanted to do. I think is a very noble profession for the people
Mm-hmm.
who love and have passion for it. But it's not, not my case, So it was
Mm-hmm.
really hard to have a degree. It was really hard to do, the whole years of college. But I'm here.
Yeah, you made it through. And the impression that I had is, eh, for example, I would be a terrible lawyer because I am this expressive person that you guys see here. But when I'm solving problems in my life, I'm very pragmatic. So, for example, there something is happening. I think, okay, what's the quickest, calmest, most practical form to solve this? And I know
Yeah.
lawyers wouldn't go to this road so fast because like, oh, you have this law with this gap and this here that you can do this and you can try that. I'll say, oh, how much do I have to pay, to get rid of the thing?
That's why I'm so bad in what I do.
You are pragmatic too.
It's because I'm very, every emotion that happens in my face,
Mm-hmm.
you guys can see it. So I was
Mm-hmm.
never really good, you know, making this theater that lawyers, prosecutors,
Mm-hmm.
judges do, and even with your own clients do. So I was really bad in that. That's probably why it's not good for me. But I
And
totally agree with you because you have to. because when you are dealing with something that involves a client and you have to defend him, I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
that's the proper
Yeah.
expression in English.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if he's guilty or not. This is not your job to judge them. You only have
Mm.
to defend them. And I have faced situations that, okay, I don't agree with that. This guy is guilty.
Mm. The
I
whole
don't want to do
ethics
that.
about it.
I don't want to do that. You are a terrible person. You are a horrible human being. You're a horrible human being.
I
And
hope
I
you
don't want to
haven't.
do that.
I hope you haven't said that to the client. All right. I actually think you deserve to go to prison, but
Yeah, you're guilty.
you know.
Well, don't you have shame of being guilty? You know?
It would be like that character from Fernando Guimarães, like that was extremely honest. I will not. I will try not to use any reference today that makes me feel old. Okay, but that was
Oh,
actually yeah, but that was actually a nice reference. And so, if you are the type of person that really loves the field, like you mentioned, is I imagine it is a nice experience because you have to see, to read a lot, to memorize a lot of rules,
yeah.
which for me don't make sense. We have some laws in Brazil that I don't even believe that's a law, you know. But anyways,
Yes.
so you studied for 4 or 5 years at the university level?
5 years, but then I
5.
spent five, but then I spent 6 more months, 6 months
Mm-hmm.
after that because of my paper degree, my final
Mm-hmm.
paper,
Yeah.
because I have
The,
a few problems doing that because, as I said, I am a very passionate person and I wanted to talk about a subject that was not supposed to be talking in college, but in a post degree, something that was really emotional. And
mm,
then my teacher said, "You can't do this. This is not a paper to do in a final course. This is something to do, after that." So it took me 5.5 years.
damn, it's a lot. And
Yeah.
okay, for you guys that are watching, the whole thing that me and Mariana is gonna cover is imagine the situation where you are living a life doing the same things every day, and then you correct me if I'm wrong, okay, Mariana?
Okay.
I'm gonna call you Mari, okay?
Please do.
you
Everybody does.
Okay, thanks. And then you wake up in a day and say, "Well, I'm not happy doing the same routine over and over." And what we can do to change that is basically the story you're gonna tell, right? Something like this.
Exactly that.
And how was the
Um,
process for you, Mari, when you woke up to something else, or I'm not happy, I need to look for something different?
I mean, the whole process of being college and making a course that I didn't want to was really hard for me. But I also always have this
Mm-hmm.
this guilty feeling because many people wanted to be in my place, and they didn't have the opportunity. So I always felt, oh, I have to be, thankful for that. I really have to appreciate that, which I no, which I am. I'm really grateful for that. But it's really hard. And I think that no one deserves to live a little life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone deserves to live a fulfilled life.
Exactly that.
That's,
You see, that's the
I'm the guy
Schopenhauer in
here,
you.
you know. And I think everybody deserves to have this amazing life. I know it's really hard to have that, but it was really hard for me because just like I mentioned for you before, I was just existing, just going with the flow, waking up, going to the gym, working, getting stuck in traffic, dealing with people that are horrible, doing something that I don't like, something that I actually hate. And I think, okay, I'm too old for doing something that I don't like, but also I'm too young to give up on my dreams.
Hmm.
So don't give up. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
and
the whole feeling.
was there any, because you guys studied a lot of ethics, right, in the law course?
Hmm.
Was there any moment during the course that you said, "Oh, this makes sense, but I shouldn't be here," like an epiphany moment? Because I'm asking you this because I had a class when I was at the university, and I graduated in advertising, but there was a lot of psychology class, and there was one of the classes that was with a law teacher, and it was about things that you can do and you cannot do as an edge man or edge woman. Like, oh, this type of things, Conar could block your ad to go on the air, for example. And one of the classes was
Advertising,
about
but there
ethics
was a
that
lot
it
of
really
psychology
struck me. Like I was feeling like, oh my God, I really shouldn't be here because I would do exactly the opposite of what is recommended as a professional. Was there any similar moment for you there at the university?
The whole university, for being honest. The whole thing. I remember when I was in my 20s and I was in
Mm,
college. I'm 34, for
mm,
everyone who's asking. I remember that, okay, this is nice because I really believe that people should have the knowledge, should
mhm,
have the knowledge to know, oh, you deserve that. You know, the government is not making you any favor. They have to do that. So I think some subjects like constitutional law,
mhm,
administration law, I don't know if that's the correct term to
mhm.
use, is really important, but was something that I never liked. Something that every time that I was in the class, I was always thinking, okay, I have to study for the exam, I have to pass, I have to graduate. But my mind was okay, just one more year, just more, just 2 years, just 3 years, just hoping to get, be free, to be free, to get rid of that.
We were talking before about being kind, and when I had
Yeah.
the ethics at the school, I thought, man, what are these guys talking about? Because there is something very old, very ancient, that in English they call it the golden rule. That is the base of many ethics. That is basically you don't do to other person what you don't want the other person to do to you.
Yeah.
And the real basic ethics about having a mutual correlation and coexistence with other people, you can teach a kid, like literally like a toddler, 4 or 5 years old, you can teach that, and the kids will understand it, will replicate. But we grown-ups, adults, we overcomplicate things sometimes, like
A
a
lot.
lot of bureaucracy for everything. Damn. But
Yeah.
okay, so let's create a timeline here. So you were having this experience at the course, and how did you end up studying at times? How did you know the school? How,
Ooh,
yeah, because that was
that's the good stuff.
yeah, exactly. That was like a turning moment for you, right?
The thing is, I have always loved the English language, and my parents never had the money, the possibility to pay for, learning a new language.
Mm.
So when I had the opportunity, and the opportunity I mean money, I thought, okay, this is it. This is the time. This is the window that I was hoping, the thing that is going to change my life, you know. And it was so good for me because I was just existing. I was not living, for being honest. It's really personal for me to say that. It's really emotional. But I think we have to be honest when you are in a place that you don't want to be and you accept that fact and you have a very miserable life. You are unhappy. And the thing you have to do, to overcome that. And the English was that for me. So I was, searching in Google for, schools to learn English.
Mm.
And then I don't know why, maybe a sign, maybe I don't know why, but I saw times pajamas. Okay, let's just let's check this out. Maybe why not? I have the time. Finally, I have the money for doing that, so let's do it. That's how it was. It was something that was totally, the universe just in your lap, you know?
Nice. And when you started, you mentioning an interesting experience doing the leavening test there.
Oh, yeah.
You did exactly the opposite of many students do, How was the story?
It was, I have an interview. I forgot to
Mm,
name the person that talked to me. I'm so sorry for that. She was so kind to me. But I think it was teacher Isa, if
okay.
I'm not mistaken. I can't remember now. Oh, teacher Lindo. I can't remember now. But they mentioned, oh, you can start in book 2 or book 3. You
Hmm.
have a very good English. You can start that. Okay, no, I can't. I can't. You are mistaken. You're crazy. Did you drink before our, our test? I can't do that because for me, and I think sometimes we have an ego problem in that. Oh,
Hmm.
but I speak so good. I understand everything that movie said, the song said, the lyrics, and etc. But I was thinking about, oh, well, what about the grammar? If you ask me, this is present, this is future, this is past, the whole thing behind that is
Hmm.
so necessary for us to really understand, to really learn English. I have no knowledge, so I have to start here and not here. I don't know if it makes sense.
Hmm.
I'm
No,
very,
totally.
I talk with my hands. So I have to
Yeah.
start here, not here.
And but this is effective communication. As I told you, I'm gonna tell the students that it's normal, guys, that sometimes your grammar level would be different of your speaking level. Let's say you lived abroad for 6 months, but you have never had an English class in your life. So you can communicate really well, you can talk really well, but you have never studied grammar. So you will probably be basic level grammar, but high, intermediate, or intermediate in your speaking. The opposite can help too. A lot of guys they studied, they put on their LinkedIn technical English. Every goddamn recruiter that reads that is gonna think, all right, he doesn't speak. But that
Oh
means
my
that
God.
maybe your grammar is very good, but if you have to interact with a native person, you will feel a bit insecure or will not be able to hold up a conversation. So you can have an advanced grammar and a basic conversation. What's our job as teachers? We're gonna fill in the gaps. We're gonna uh, eliminate every grammar or speaking gap that you have. And that's why your posture, Mariana, was really awesome because normally the students they do the opposite. Like, oh my God, you say that I should start in book 2, but I think I should start in book the advanced or know-how or whatever.
Hmm.
And it's nice that you were open, to really learn and eliminate every possible gap, which you guys can see there aren't. You communicate really well, and that's nice to see.
You wouldn't say that if you saw me at 8 a.m. this morning. When oh my God, they're going to ask me what is my name, and I don't know to answer that in English. you know? But I think it's amazing because the teachers allowed me to be who
Hmm.
I am and to teach me. So I never had this ego problem. I never have this thing, oh, he's correcting me. He's saying, Mariana, don't say like that. The correct pronunciation is this. And I really have, sometimes, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. This is too hard. Sometimes I think that because I think the grammar is the thing in every student foot, this little rock in our foot.
Hmm.
But it was so nice because um, I don't want to get emotional, but
You can, don't worry.
the teacher were all so good to me, so nice to me. Teacher Eager, There's no way talking about him and not getting emotional. He's such a
Shout
good
out to you,
person.
teacher Igor.
Such a good person. He is with me since the beginning, since the day one.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher Isa, she's amazing. She's so kind. She's not just a good teacher, but an amazing woman. I really
Mm-hmm.
admire her. Teacher Julio. Teacher Julio sent me a message. Oh, I'm so glad you're going to be in the podcast. I'm cheering for you. Teacher
Yeah.
Arlindo, it's amazing. Teacher Adriana, Teacher Gustavo, Teacher Gabi. I think the difference was that they all trying to help me. They never judge
Mm-hmm.
me. I think that is important too, because sometimes we feel very insecure, when we're learning a new thing, especially a language. That is something that involves
Mm-hmm.
to break your character. You have to be really vulnerable because you're going to be judged. They're going to correct you. And they always did that with such a kind way. And they really, they're pretty good at what they're doing because I'm here today. So, yeah.
Yeah, they are probably very proud. And something that I tell students, and is a good thing to keep in mind, is imagine that and remember, actually, you are learning your second language the same way you learned the first one. So you need to have this kid. So, like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you commit a mistake, focus in communication. And like you said, I talk with my hands. Yeah, it's real communication. We talk with our body, our face, our hands. And I don't know if you are the type of student that does that, but you can do the same class many times a week. So you have a song class in a day and you do that. Okay. You see, guys,
I
real
am.
life example. Vanessa here too, she does the classes, a lot of conversation classes, you know. And
Especially a class that I really love.
which ones are your favorite there?
I don't want to sound like a teacher's pet, but I am. I don't care. I don't care. But I think my favorite classes are based on the teachers, because they are amazing. The truth is, they are amazing. They always make me feel so comfortable, and they
Mhm.
always correct me in a very, constructive way. Say, Mariana,
Mhm.
you are not so good, in this topic. Trying to change that.
Mhm.
Study that lesson more. Sometimes when I have a struggle trying to learn some part of the grammar, they really help me. Sometimes they make so clear because sometimes when you are studying and you have, the book in your face
Uh-huh.
and it's, oh my God, this is so hard. I'm never going to learn this. But then when they explain, oh, magic, it's so easy now. So I probably say, well, I don't have a special class. I don't have a preference because all the classes that I have, I don't think I never had a class. Okay, well, not today. This is not so good because they talk about everything you want to know. They have knowledge. We talk about culture. We talk about feelings. We talk about the world. We talk about everything. So some classes, movie classes, advanced classes, know-how, expertise conversation, special classes, they are so good to me. So I don't have a favorite class because
I
they're all
understand.
special.
I understand why the teachers are happy that you are here because you are good. That's like a example of a good student. Oh, I'm here to talk. It doesn't matter the topic. Let's talk. I want to learn. Okay, good. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And I
you
think it's so
mentioned
cool.
you mentioned that one specific moment was I think is one of the oral presentations that we do in the advanced that is
Hmm.
like about life and career choices, something like this. That what do you want to do in the next years? Is this an advanced test that you had?
Yes, it was my first one, the only one
Okay.
that I ever made was my
Mm-hmm.
first one. And they asked, oh, where you see yourself in 10 years? And I was already thinking about that. It's like, oh, you guys are asking me that? So, okay. And it was really special for me because as I already talked to you, law was
Mhm.
something that I really don't like. I hate. I actually hate. I really.
I imagine a lot of professionals watch you. No, yeah, I hate my job too. And
Yeah, but I don't know. I think we only have one life to live, so let's
Mhm.
going to make the best of it. And I really hate. And the exam, the test was about how you see yourself in 10 years.
Mhm.
Do you see any change in your life in the next 10 years? And oh, finally my opportunity to to open my chest to say everything that I want. Ah, no, and it was just like that because I always wanted to learn English. I have always wanted to to work with that, to be a translator, to be a teacher. I don't care, as
Mhm.
long as I'm working with in the English language. And it was very emotional because I put all my heart, all my feelings in the writing, and that's it. I think that was something that really touched me because this was the point that I finally realized, okay, this is it. You have to do this. Don't wait to have the perfect opportunity. Don't wait to have the perfect condition to do that. And I'm not saying that I'm not scared. I am. I want to use some bad language now because, that is the only way to express myself. But I'm not going to.
Okay, don't say I'm fucking scared. Yeah, you can use another word.
Something like that. Thank you for saying.
Me? No, I haven't. No, no. It's just an example.
But that's exactly it. The whole
Mhm.
process of have this conscience, have, okay, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I have to do something that I really am passionate, that I really want to do. I'm too old for the new generation. I'm actually old, but I'm too old.
Gen Z, they don't know squat about anything. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
too old for doing something that I hate, for doing
Mm,
something that I don't like.
mhm.
But I feel that I'm too young to give up on my dreams. I'm too young to give up on life, to just exist and not actually live. You know,
Yeah,
there's a
that's
difference. There's a whole gap between.
something interesting that you mentioned how studying English was something that I actually made the pain drop. But you started as a kid. You mentioned before, right? With
Yeah.
movies. Okay, when you started the course, you already had a level in
Hmm.
English. And how did you learn? What did you do? And you watched Disney movies?
Of course. I'm a very stubborn person. I'm a very stubborn person. And money didn't stop me.
Mm,
And it's awful because I think everybody should have the opportunity to have the opportunity to learn something that they want, but the money stopped them. So what I did, I watched the same movie 50 times, 60 times, 70 times. And I used to say the phrases, oh my God, the speaking line of the
mhm,
actors before they
mhm,
did, because I've watched it so many times. And we have this public library that you could rent books and dictionaries. And I remember I have this little notebook that I took home, and I used to rent those books in English. Juliana, Little Princess, Secret Garden, stuff like that. Those children's books.
mhm.
And I took the dictionary too. And every word that I thought was similar to Portuguese, I used to write it down and the meaning. And the opposite too. Oh, this is totally different. This is nothing like Portuguese. I'm going to write it down too. So I watch a lot of movies. I listen to a lot of songs. Oh my God, I'm so old now. But I used to check Vagalume.
Which one?
The Vagalume. vagalume was in my
Ah, yeah,
side.
yeah. I remember because of the translations. There was.
Yeah, I used to check that all the time, all the time.
Yeah.
Every new song. Okay, I have to understand this. I have to understand what this song is all about. So that's
Yeah.
what pretty much what I did.
Yeah, one thing, we have a lot of students that their main urge to learn English, their main motivation is about a career. They want to work for international companies, something like this. But there is this whole other group that when before I became a teacher, I just wanted to read and watch videos and movies and not have to read. And I would like to be able to talk to a person from other countries, you know? And I
Mm.
remember that was a kind of a watershed moment for me. I was at the cinema watching a movie, and I remember not reading the subtitles, just watching the movie and seeing the acting. And then it clicked like, whoa. I'm getting good at this stuff. I'm finally learning. Ah. And then it's like, the curtain dropped, and then you say, oh, now I actually can understand. Uh,
Yeah.
did you have a moment like this, Mariana, where I say, whoa, oh, I am actually good at this stuff, huh?
I had this moment, but I questioned myself because I was so surprised. Was actually the invitation to be here. You know,
Huh? Plot twist.
oh, Claudio send you a message. I don't know Claudio. I don't know anyone with this name. Oh, European times, and I have heard that you're good in English. I was okay. Keep talking. But it was so good for me. I mean, I joke a lot. I think life is easier when you laugh and stuff. But
Hmm.
was a very emotional was a very emotional moment for me because there was no way this would happen 2 years ago or even 1 year ago. And I feel so honored. I feel so happy to be part of this, to be here today, talking to you, talking to the persons, the people that are watching us. And it was
Oh, it's
just
awesome.
okay, I got it. Okay, I'm here.
And you see,
A little,
it's the same as any other conversation we had at the course. It's the same
yeah.
stuff. We get a thing and start talking. By the way, there is a
Mm.
question from no one here. No one
Oh my God.
69. Shout out to you. He's saying, hello, a shout out from Butantan. Hey, I'm now in the second semester of law course, and I'm struggling a lot to organize myself in
Okay.
relation to the subject. What was this process like for you?
As
Just
a
don't
help.
say, "Oh no, quit."
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not going to say that.
No,
I'm not
because
going to say that.
it
What?
is interesting, Mariana, that you mentioned um, that you were very organized when you were studying English, like taking notes, creating your own
Yeah.
methods, like to associate the words. But when you were at the law course, were you the same organized, or because you were demotivated, it got in the way?
Um. Yes. To all the questions. But basically, what I used to do. I forgot the
Mhm.
name who asked the question. Can you repeat the name?
No one, no one.
Now on. Now on. What I would advise for you: go to all the classes. Don't skip them, and try to study. I know it seems really hard to say that and awful, but try to study every day. So when the exams are coming, you're not going to have this big amount of, you know, oh my God, I forgot the name now.
Topic,
This big amount of
subject.
topic subjects. Thank you. Topic subjects to studying in just in 1 week. So
Mm.
study every day a little bit, organize your time. It doesn't have to be the whole day. I mean, you're young, you're at college, you have to go to parties, but take, but take a little time every day, 1 hour, 2 hours, to study. And especially, I would say, I would advise, study what you think is more hard for you to understand, because the things that you're good at, okay, you just give it an eye, you look, but the
Mm-hmm.
things that you struggle to understand, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help for your teachers, for your colleagues, for your friends. Ask for help. I used to have this really huge group, you know, that we used to get together a week before the exams, and we used to have this line. Did you understand that? Oh, how is this interpretation? So we used to help each other. So ask for help, not just for law course, but if you're struggling with something, ask for help. Be organized and ask for help.
Nice. I used to have this group too at the university, but every time we had to study together, we had a trouble tracking time because we wanted to do something fun. But that's something you can do as a reward to. You have your study group, and then okay, after we cover this, we can do that we enjoy and have fun. Um, Kaveh is
Me too.
asking here. I imagine the answer already, but I'm gonna ask you anyway because that's me. Do you remember
Okay.
anything, Mariana, about the immigration process here? Because Cauê is not Brazilian. I mean, he is almost Brazilian because he's been here for a while. Shout out to Cauê.
Okay. If I
I don't
remember
understand the.
the legal process,
Yes, about. Can you introduce a reference about the laws of immigration process?
first of all, this is not my field. This is not my specialization field. So I would especially recommend that you talk to someone that is specialized on that. My area used to be, because I'm not going to be a lawyer anymore, so I'm talking in the future,
Nice.
it's civil,
Yeah.
but I would strongly recommend for you to talk to someone that is specialized on that, because I have no knowledge of that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to, bullshit you. I'll do that. I'm not going to fool you. So I have zero knowledge about it. I'm so sorry that I can help you on that. I'm
No,
really sorry.
that's actually awesome because it is exactly what we were talking before, like being straightforward. Oh, I have no idea
Yeah,
about that. It's not my field. All right, that's it. Because Brazil law
yeah,
is really complicated. You have a lot of branches,
it is.
and he asked something here about the details about federal police and everything you have to do there.
Mm,
It's a lot of
very
bureaucracy
specific.
here. Yeah,
Very
exactly.
specific.
So yeah, a good recommendation would be you look for a professional that only deals with that and will know all the procedures. And Mariana, you mentioned that you want to change careers, that you are thinking about that. And okay, that sounds like a job interview. Where do you see yourself in the next no? But what do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to go? Why is English relevant for that?
I think English is relevant for that because sometimes uh, life can be hard.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes things happen and you just accept that as a fact, and not something, oh, I can't change that. And I have been in this place that I didn't see myself as
Mm-hmm.
the main character. Let's put it like that. I
Mm-hmm.
I I didn't have this eye on me. I didn't have this look on me to be kind to me. Okay, you are the main character of your life. It's really important to say that, because sometimes things happen and we just we just are. Sorry. My grammar is really good, as you guys noticed. But it's something that, I don't know. English was my first hard choice. You know,
Mm,
this was the first time that I actually had the opportunity to choose something for myself, to not just accept something.
mm-hmm.
So I have an emotional thing with the English language, especially because it was something that I did for myself and I have to start from zero. I have to start with no resource. I have to start with no background. And here I am today. I'm not saying that I'm, here, but I'm here today. I like to think I'm here today. I like to think I'm here. Not here, but
Yeah,
I'm here.
well, let's not get too much philosophical in that because we will need more
Yeah,
5 hours. It's not that I have a problem with that, but that's a very interesting conversation. But okay, go on.
yeah. But it's something that I want to work with English. It doesn't mean to be a teacher. I think the
Mm,
teacher, teacher is the best. I think when you take your time, take your patience to try to pass your knowledge for someone, especially adults. They're,
mhm.
harder than kids, I think. So it doesn't matter. I just want to work in English. Anything that doesn't involve law, I'm good, you know?
Yeah, and the nice thing is, like we were talking before, it opens another universe for you to possibilities of
Yeah.
work, possibilities of studying, and when you you started, learning by yourself, and then you started doing the classes, was there a moment that you said, okay, now everything is fine? And because we were chatting before, we doubt
Hmm.
ourselves a lot, like, oh my god. And it's difficult to change it, like if it's something that we have been doing for many years,
Yeah,
uh, the first step is the hardest one, and
it is.
how could you do it? Can you give a can you give any suggestion for people that are exactly where you were before? Let's say, because we are talking about careers, but it could be a
Hmm.
place, it could be a relationship, it could be, I don't know,
Yes.
they are unhappy in the place that they are. What would be a good recommendation for them to move?
Have a plan first.
Yes, don't
Have
improvise,
a plan.
okay?
Have a plan. I know it sounds silly, but write in a paper. Oh, these are my goals. Today I'm going to do this. Tomorrow I'm going to do this. I hope to be doing this in the next 6 months. Don't believe in the mean comments. Don't listen to them. Sometimes people are awful. They're going to try to disencourage you. So don't believe in them. Just put in your in a position in a mental state, ugh, in a mental state that you can just be conscious of your potential. Believe in yourself. I would say that believe in yourself. Be brave enough to make mistakes because sometimes I'm saying this for myself, and I think many people can relate with that. Believe in yourself because sometimes I was just, I was always putting myself, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm not capable of doing this. Oh, I have to be better for doing this. I have to be perfect
Mm,
for doing this. Don't be perfect. No one is. Forget about the whole perfect conception, the whole perfect, thing. Because sometimes I think we get stuck in this place that, oh, I have to be better. I have to be a professional to do this. Oh, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. You're allowed to make mistakes. Everybody. Makes mistakes. So if you're making mistakes is the proof that you're trying.
mhm.
So be kind. And another thing, be kind to you, to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Acknowledge recognize, not acknowledge, recognize your effort. Oh, I'm not that good, but look for myself six months ago. Look for my background. Look for, the whole history that I have behind me and where I am now. So be kind, be
This
proud of yourself.
mhm. This, I guess, is one of the hardest thing because it's
Yeah.
like going to the gym. I'm gonna use a silly example here. You start going to the gym,
It's so
and
hard.
then no, you start going there, and then it goes like 3 months, six
Mm-hmm.
months have passed, and say, "Oh my God, I'm not changing. I should take steroids." No, no, don't be a fake
Yes.
natty. Don't do that. And then, but you start like say, "Oh, nothing's changing," and then you see a person that you haven't seen for a few months. The first thing they ask you,
Exactly.
what the hell happened to you? Are you taking something? What are you eating? What are you
Exactly.
doing? What are you shooting yourself with? I say, oh, nothing, Yeah, like people notice, I saw my,
Yeah.
my friend's mom these days. I went to his house to pick him up. His mom, the first thing she saw me, you're fat, Mike. Oh my God, it's very
Oh my
different.
God.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm eating a lot. But she's brutally honest all the time. I love
Honest.
her. She's amazing. Yeah. But I'm just telling you this because we lose ourselves when we are evaluating ourselves. It's easy to lose track of it. That's why if you have
Yeah.
people around you that can give you honest feedbacks, this is very important in this changing process.
Yeah, I believe in that because we can be so hard to
Hmm.
ourselves. You know, we can just be blind, you know, to the whole process of growing up to be stronger, to be more wise, to be more intelligent, to be more fluent. And when someone is outside, then says something to us, oh, really? You really think that? Are
Yeah.
you sure? So I totally understand the feeling because I'm not kidding. I had a class today, a brief talk with teacher Bia. Teacher Bia. I have a brief talk and she said, oh, you got it, girl. Why are you nervous? You're good at it. So, I mean, why we're talking? And then I was just, I'm like, God, I'm so nervous. I'm so anxious. I'm going to ruin everything. And sometimes we have to believe in ourselves and really, really believe in ourselves and be more confident to to try to reach our goals,
Hmm.
to believe that we are capable of doing that. And just like I mentioned before, because there is always the persons, the people that are going to try to get something mean, something that is
Hmm.
awful.
He'll
Don't listen
put
to
you
them.
down, like, oh, you're not
Put
gonna
you
do this.
down.
Are you crazy? Or you have a career already? Blah 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 blah. Why are you gonna
Yeah,
do
don't
this?
listen to them. Don't listen. I think the most courageous thing that you can do is try to change, because the time that you stop believe, you stop to change. You're a lettuce, a vegetable. You're just
Mhm.
there waiting to die. So don't
Yeah.
accept that. If you want to change, change. You are capable of doing that. Don't believe the person that say that you're not capable of doing it. You can. Believe me, you can. I'm 34 years old. I thought, okay, this is it. I'm old. You know, I spend my entire life, doing nothing. I'm going to put my life in the trash. I have this conscience that, oh my God, everything that I've done in my entire life was not worth it. But it's not like that.
Hmm.
So, I mean, you're going to get old no matter what. In 5 years, you're going to have, I don't know, 39, 40. Yes, you
Hmm.
will. The time is going to pass anyway. But why not do something that you want to do? You're not too
Hmm.
old for dance. You're not too old to learn a new language. You're not too old to change a career. You're not
To watch
too old
animes or Lord of the Rings.
to watch Disney. To watch
Exactly.
Disney.
Yeah.
I went to this concert. I don't know how to say this in English, but Senseiya.
Okay,
How do
it's
I
the
say
same.
this?
It's Seiya, or they say Knights of the Zodiac.
I went and I cried. I was in my tears because they.
Ah,
Oh my God, this is so precious. I
exactly.
cried.
When you
So you're
when you
not too
listen.
old. I swear I cried. I literally cried because I'm geek,
Uh.
you know, in case you didn't notice. I'm a huge geek. But I cry and I think it's important because how would I say this? We all have a kid inside us that sometimes we forget
Yeah.
about them, that oh, don't do that. You're too old for that. Oh, a dreamer. Don't believe in that, because I'm 34 years old and I never have the opportunity to pay for a concert, you know, And I was so happy. I cried, happy tears, not sad tears, happy
Mm.
tears because I was in the audience, jumping, singing. And I was just so excited because this is for you, Mariana, that had 8 years and watched Manchete, This is for
Yes.
you that didn't have the money. So study English, man. You're not too old. Uh, get a divorce if you're not happy with with your husband, your wife.
You
You
know what
know,
be you know what would be funny,
good for
Mariana?
you.
If it's a get a divorce, and if you want, I can help you.
No, you can't.
I
No,
know. I know. Not anymore.
God forbid. God forbid.
You're just gonna eat popcorn and say, "Well, if you want to talk in English, I can help you." Divorce? Nope, 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 nope.
Exactly. You want to talk to
Nice.
me English? Good. I'm here. Oh, you want to talk about law? Yeah, let me know.
I joked about the Schopenhauer thing at the beginning, but something that you
Mm-hmm.
said, it reminded me of that book that is Aphorisms for Wisdom of Life. It's an older version of Schopenhauer. He was not that pessimist again. And one thing that I can say, based on what you told me, Mariana, is we need to learn how to accept our emotions from what they are. What is an emotion? It's a messenger that your body is producing to tell you something. So, for example, you're driving your car, you see a red line there, you just don't burn the whole car because you saw a red line. So, if you're feeling something, there is a reason behind it. Try to evaluate, where is this feeling coming from? So if you're happy jumping, singing Sansaya, there is a reason why you're so happy there. And if you're feeling miserable in whatever place that you are, your brain is telling you a message. Well, this is a threat. You shouldn't be here. So uh, sometimes knowing and recognizing your emotions is the first step to change your life and do something better. But Marcel had an awesome question here, Mariana. Mariana, what advice would you give to students who may be afraid to participate in Times podcast? You see, we are almost 1 hour here already.
I mean, look for me. Do you think I'm normal? I'm not. Uh, I was so scared. I'm not kidding. I was so anxious that my whole body got this sensation that I'm going to faint. I'm not joking. I was, yeah, I was really nervous, but don't be afraid. Okay. If someone recognize that you have a good English, believe in them, especially because I mean, man, they're not your family. They don't have to lie for you for love. So believe them because they're probably telling you the truth. They're probably telling you the truth. Practice, 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 practice. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. I was thinking about something before this whole process, the podcast stuff. And I was thinking,
Mhm.
okay, if Sofia Vergara, Penelope Cruz, and Salma Hayek, they are this huge actress in Hollywood, they make mistakes in English and they deal with that in 20, 30, 40 years. I'm allowed to do that. So try to be a Sofia Vergara. I don't know if it makes sense,
Yeah,
but try
she's
to.
awesome. Yeah, yeah. She works
It's
in which
amazing.
one is it? Is Americans Got Talent, or one of these shows? I guess
Um,
she's in one of
American
those shows.
Idol.
Yeah, probably.
American
Yeah,
Idol.
yeah.
Yeah, and she's amazing. So allow yourself to make mistakes because probably the fact that you are making mistakes because you're trying. You're
Hmm.
putting yourself out there, and is amazing when you do that because it takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable. You know,
Hmm.
so do it. Oh, you're not speaking correctly. The grammar is not perfect. No, it's not. No, and I'm here. You know.
you know and something interesting that I don't know if you heard this before, Mariana, but every time you may or may not have said something maybe possibly wrong, you yourself right away corrected yourself. It's just very
Yeah.
interesting because students, they do this all the time. they're getting fluent, and then they say, "Oh, Mike, I is happy today." Oh, I mean, I am happy today. Oh, my English is so bad. Say, what the hell you're saying? Your English is bad. You're talking normally, and something like that.
Yeah.
It is nice. One thing, Mariana, what recommendation would you give to? Unfortunately, by the way, we are running out of time. Apparently, we talked too much. Damn, but it's a problem, huh? I didn't. You didn't even give me the opportunity to do the awkward pause. But okay.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The
Yeah,
aqua
yeah,
cars. I totally forgot.
yeah. Me too,
Totally
because
forget about
you
it.
were you don't seem to be nervous. But anyways,
I am, but I'm
for
pretending really well.
okay. Oh, you have another career there. Then you could be an actress.
Ooh,
Uh,
okay.
but for students that want to speak as well as you do, and you speak really well, what is the recommendation you could give to them?
First, thank for the compliment. Second, second, I would have to say practice. Practice a lot. Listen to the audios of podcasts, YouTubes, movies, song. Pay attention. Trying to use all the tools that we have today, because when I was a kid, we didn't have so many tools that we have now. I'm in
Mm,
the phase that we used to have the internet. You have to go to your neighbor's house to have the internet. So
the
yeah,
dial-up connect.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm old. So practice a lot every time that you can. Believe in what your teacher says if you have the opportunity to study, of course. But practice a lot, believe in yourself. Don't listen to the mean comments, because this is going to happen. I have heard people that said, you want to learn English, you want to speak English, but your English is so bad. No, I'm here podcast today. I'm not going to say the word, but you got me. So practice a lot, believe in yourself, don't give up. I know it's hard. Sometimes I had this really hard time trying to schedule times to watch any lessons and make the lessons and make correct the mistakes and etc. But don't give up. Don't give up. You're going to improve yourself if you don't give up. Teachers, people that are good are going to help you. Believe in your dreams. I think this is not something just for English. I think it's for everything in life. Believe in your dreams. Don't give up on that, because when you start to believe in that, you start to live, just
Mm,
exist, and you're going to make it. I really believe that everyone that is trying to improve themselves, that is starting right now, I am. Oh, what does it mean? I am. Oh, the verb to be. Oh, what is this color? What is this color? Red. Oh, how do I say it? Red? Read? Road? No, it's red. You're going to learn. So be patient, be kind to you, be kind to yourself, because you're going to make it. I'm really hoping for that. That's my advice.
oh, that's amazing. Mariana, thank you so much. It was very nice talking to you. We can have a whole episode just to talk about the geek stuff. Maybe I can do
Yeah.
it dressed as Deadpool. I
Oh,
will
that's
need
right.
to find a Deadpool costume. Damn.
I want to
Anyways,
dress myself as a Wonder Woman.
okay,
Wonder
that would
Woman.
be nice.
That's okay.
Deadpool talking to Wonder Woman. That would be awesome. Yeah. To talk
Yeah.
about cosplays. Anyways, thank you so
Yeah.
much. It was a pleasure to have you here. I love when the students come to the podcast, because the message is very clear. If you want to learn and you put yourself out there, you're going to. It was very nice talking to you.
Thank you so much. I'm not going to call you teacher. I'm going to call you Mike, because I wrote here in the paper to not call you a teacher, but Mike. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Thank you so much for making me feel comfortable. Thank you so much for the time to give me this opportunity. I feel really honored, and I want to give a special thank for the teachers. They're amazing. They are so, oh my God. you know, Igor, teacher Julio, Gabi, Adriana, Lindo. I love you guys. Teacher Isa, teacher Beer. You're amazing. You make the whole difference, you know. So thank you so much. I'm really happy. I'm really honored to be here. Thank you.
Nice. You're gonna watch this and say, "Haha, you see, I did it." Huh. And guys,
Yeah.
thank you so much for being here with us. Don't forget, you can watch this whole episode tomorrow on Spotify. Like, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, we have beef, and I don't want to have beef with you. Okay. See you later on our next episode of Talking Times. Bye bye. Now they don't see us anymore. Maria.